Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Emperor card. This is a lot of authority, a lot of power, a lot of confidence, a lot of assertiveness. Maybe you're in charge of something. Let's see what's going on here. We got to put this into some context. This is a major arcana energy. We need a little bit more details on. There's an Ace of Pentacles and an 8 of Pentacles. And a 10 of Swords, a 9 of Wands. Yeah, I see what's going on here. You're breaking away from something that was holding you back, and you're committing yourself to something that is going to be very successful. Okay? And there's the Ace of Wands. It's something that I think you are in charge of, or you will be in charge of. It's something that you... Oh, look at that. Gosh, we've got a lot of very strong energy. We end with the Lust or Strength card because I feel that we need that, right, to counteract the 8 and the 7 that we've got here. Because I feel like there is this new opportunity for either starting a new business, starting a new company, taking a new position, taking this promotion. It's something that you are being offered, and it really has the potential to change your life completely, but we're a little bit apprehensive about it. Now I realize that my candle has gone out. I've got to relight the candle here. This reading needs all 5 candles. It's a 5 candle reading. Okay. Maybe that'll stay lit. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that'll stay lit there. Let's select the mystery card. Let's do that now. Before we get too far into this, this is good. This is very, like, you're being given the torch. You're being given, like, the keys to the kingdom here. Oh, and look at that. Maybe we're being given a new car, too. There's the Chariot energy that just popped out of the tarot pack. But we're going to select the mystery card the proper way. And we're going to put it right there. Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, Libra. But it will tie everything together, okay? It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is or you have a hunch, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Yeah, let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition, okay? Let's take a look at the energies that we have now. We've got, obviously, let's see, major, and then we get this kind of intermediate major arcana energy. We've got the Emperor, and we've got Lust or Strength, but then we kind of get this Chariot, too. This kind of out of nowhere, right? And so it's going to be interesting to see how this factors in. We have fire. We've got a little bit of water, right? A little bit of water. And I think that this really is, this is kind of us feeling like we're not ready or not capable, or there's something that's kind of keeping us stuck, right? Sometimes the 7 of Cups is talking about mourning or grief or something like that that's keeping us in place, keeping us in this feeling that we're not ready to move forward yet, right? We need to talk about that. We have some air energy. Obviously, we've got these 3 air cards. That I think really we're coming to a decision. We're able to cut our way through these more challenging swords cards and make a decision, unify our will, and kind of pick up our sword and say, I'm ready to do battle. And then we're out there kind of doing our thing, right? We're out there performing our magic and perfecting our lives with that luster strength card. We do have our earth energy, right? Which are these two, the 8 and the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe we'll start with the Emperor card. This is a card that kind of says, you have this very authoritative energy. I kind of feel like you want to be your own boss. Yeah. I kind of feel like we're stepping into this energy. Yeah. I feel there's a little bit of reluctance, a little bit of hesitation. We're dealing with some anxiety, some fears, some doubts and stuff, but we're doing it. Yeah. I think you're stepping into this energy. I think you're taking the keys and you're going to move forward. With the Emperor here, I feel like you're done taking orders from someone. Yeah. Because I feel like we're kind of moving into our own power, into our own Emperor energy, being our own boss, but we're stepping away from something that was holding us back. Okay. Everyone kind of has a boss, but I feel like you're trying to begin something new. The Ace is here. I think we're beginning something. I think this is the moment where you're finally saying, I'm ready to break away from this and start my own thing. It could be your own business. It could be your own family. I don't know. I mean, this isn't necessarily talking about a business or a financial thing. It could be that we're breaking away from this relationship that's been holding us back. It could be that we're breaking away from the kind of, the family structure, and we're going our own way. We're forging our own way. The beauty about the Aces, and we've got fire and earth. This is the circuit of creation. This is direct manifestation from idea to implementation. This is undifferentiated. We don't know what this is going to be yet. This is still the very seed of fire and earth. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're breaking away in your own direction, and the possibilities are endless. There's really no limit to what you can accomplish. The only limit is your own imagination and your own belief in yourself, right? So I feel like these two Aces can become anything, right? Anything at all. And it really is going to depend on what your imagination tells you, what your consciousness moves toward. Okay. We could be talking about a father figure here. For some of you, maybe there is, maybe this is a bit of a mixed blessing. Okay, especially with the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's a father figure who has recently passed, and I feel like that was kind of devastating. I feel like there's also something significant about this person's face or facial features. Maybe they just had a very striking face, but something distinct about the face there. With the Ten of Swords, I feel like it's something that kind of rocked our world. And maybe they passed from a stroke or something to do with the head. That could be part of why I'm feeling that energy. Spirit also wants me to talk about going fishing. I don't know if maybe that's something that you and this person like to do a lot together, or they were kind of known for being a bit of a fisherman. But I think the Ten of Swords is talking about the devastation that we felt from that. But then in some ways, it's kind of a situation that is now pushing you, right? It's almost forcing you to kind of step up and take charge of the future, right? And so we see this fire energy, right? We see this fire. It's all fire and earth, really, right? It's all about the fire and earth. And maybe this father figure type person, now maybe it might not be dad, right? It could be grandpa, it could be an older, like an uncle, it could be an older sibling. But I feel as if they kind of taught you what it meant to be your own boss. They taught you what it meant to be confident and self-possessed and strong and powerful, right? Because we see the Nine of Wands up here at the top of the path of the dove. And to me, this is a person maybe that has taught us what it means to be strong. This is the card of strength. And to do that, you have to have a connection with this lunar energy. So it's kind of like it's not just all force and fire, which we might think of with an emperor, was just all strict, discipline and authority. No, it comes from a place of real understanding, a real knowledge of self, a real caring energy, a real depth of experience. It's not just superficial, fire and anger and temper and discipline. No, it's coming from a really pure, a really connected place. Yeah. And so I feel like this is kind of this is a big transition for you. This is a big moment where you're kind of I think you're kind of devastated by this loss, but I feel at the same time that you feel kind of empowered by it, that you feel like this this father figure type person is still with you. I don't think that they have completely left your life. I feel like they're still very close to you. And I feel like you're still kind of feeling the inspiration from that person. And again, it could be an older friend, family member, someone that has a fatherly kind of energy about them. And they, I think, taught you the secret of fire to earth. They taught you the secret of how to manifest. Yeah. Because that's what we've got here, is a lot of fire and earth. Fire and earth. Even the emperor itself is the fourth mystery of the tarot. That's fire in the realm of the four elements, the earth, right? So I feel like they kind of showed you, they showed you the secret of that. Yeah. And to me, that's really there's a special place in your life for this person. Okay. Let's see. Where should we go from here? Well, the 10, we talked about the 10 of swords a little bit. I think that this is the getting away from that energy, because it's kind of like this idea that eventually the apprentice has to transcend the master, right? Eventually we have to kind of, we outgrow the situation and we have to step out on our own. And I think that's probably what the Chariot card is here for. The Chariot just kind of stepped out on its own when I was shuffling the Waite-Smith pack. Right? Just kind of jumped out on its own, and it's kind of like it's time to go see if we can swim, to go see if we can fly. Yeah. Very interesting energy. Very interesting energy. And I feel like it is a mixed blessing, because we kind of have that 7 of Cups, which is showing that there is some kind of a mourning going on. There is some grief related to this situation. Okay. But at the same time, there is this tremendous opportunity, but it's coming at a cost, right? Spirit is also showing me turtles. I don't know what the connection is with turtles, or something like some kind of a turtle type symbol, or a statue maybe, or a pet turtle. Sometimes these details come in as just to kind of validate the energy that we're in. Okay, and just to confirm what we're talking about a little bit. The 8 of Pentacles down here at the bottom, this is really, I think, you being very much aware of the need for patience. And I think that this person in your life really did teach you about patience as well. They taught you that it wasn't, again, it's not just all force and fire. It's not just all yelling and screaming and forcing your way through things. No, there's a subtlety to life. There is a patience. This is someone that kind of knows the value of patience, that knows the right recipe for success. It's not just more. It's a little bit of water, a little bit of sunlight, a little bit of the plant food or whatever. And it's the right amount of heat and pressure that can make something really grow and really blossom. So we have the strength and the assertiveness, but then that's balanced by this kind of yielding, the kind of observation and adaptation. You have to know the situation. You have to feel what's going on here to know how much pressure to apply, to know what to do in any given moment. Yeah. So I think really you have all of the skills, and the Chariot is confirming that. The Chariot is like the preparation. It says you're as ready as you'll ever be to go out and do this thing on your own. You have all of the necessary skills to take this and this Ace of Pentacles, and maybe this person, when they passed or somewhere in their life, they gave you perhaps literally the keys to something, or they gave you some sort of a resource or some sort of a starting point for you to go and follow your will. Follow your dream, follow your imagination, follow your passion. Right? This is a situation perhaps where somebody passes, they leave a lump sum of money and they say, this is earmarked for your school, for your education, for your training, for your business, for that passion project that you always wanted to do. It's kind of earmarked for that, right? So I wonder, there might be something like that going on. But looking at the Ace of Wands in the future position, this is kind of like, there's still some uncertainty with the Ace of Wands because we don't know exactly how it's going to unfold, right? We don't know where it's going to kind of stop or where it's going to linger. Is it going to get to a 4 of Wands? Is it going to be just 5 of Wands? Is it going to be struggle mostly, right? Are we going to get to a 9? Are we going to get to a 10? Is it going to become the Earth energy? Are we going to have a 10 of Pentacles as the mystery card? We don't know really how this is unfolding. I also feel that there is some, especially with the Chariot energy, I'm getting this feeling of like a queasiness or some kind of a nauseous feeling in the stomach. I don't know if you've been dealing with stomach issues, but I feel like a situation like this, it would be surprising if you didn't have some kind of a stomach thing going on right now. And again, one of those details that just kind of validate the energy that we're in. We're going to go to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Okay. So we're going to start over here with the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is the energy that kind of doesn't always know what to do. We had the 8 of Pentacles was like, okay, I'm going to observe the situation and I'm going to respond to the needs of the situation, of the plant, of whatever I'm trying to grow or do, of life generally, right? It's not just kind of blind assertiveness. No, we're going to see what's going on and we're going to provide what the situation needs. But the 8 of Swords is saying, I don't have the confidence that I can do that. I don't know. I get wrapped up in my thoughts. I get wrapped up in my head about what I really need to do. So there's this a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of the self-sabotage that says, I really don't know how to respond to this situation, so I end up doing the wrong thing, right? Or in my anxiety, I do something kind of impulsively or hastily. And so that's kind of our worry. That's kind of our general energy. And it's sort of the way we're looking at this. This is tremendous. Fire and earth. This is a big, big deal, big opportunity. But I think we're still a little bit wrapped up in this air energy where it's just like, I don't want to get kicked out of the nest yet because I'm worried I'm just going to fall right to the ground. I haven't tested my wings out yet, you know? And I think that's a natural thing. And I think the grief that we're experiencing, if this is some kind of this is an emotional state that you're in. Okay, the 7 of Cups. And to me, it feels like, we're kind of, we're not yet strong enough to step out of this situation, right? Or we don't feel like we are yet. And I think with the 7 of Cups, this is a difficult card because we have to honor our feelings, right? Whatever's going on with us emotionally, we have to sit with it. We have to honor it. We have to deal with that. And it is what it is, right? We're not trying to reject it or ignore it or silence it or quiet it down or anything. But at the same time, we have to have the confidence that we will be able to move forward from this, right? We're not trying to rush it, but we're not trying to lag either. We're not trying to sink deeper into it. This is kind of a quicksand energy. Okay? It's okay to be here for now, but we wait too long, it's going to be really hard to pull ourselves out of it. But the 7s have implied within them the confidence to get through something, the confidence to see our way out, the confidence that we'll know when the time is right. We'll know when, okay, I have to get moving now. Yeah. So with this energy, it does reinforce the idea that there was something going on with a loss. There's something, and it feels to me like the passing of a father-type figure. And that is kind of what we're still dealing with. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that happened in the last few months for you, and you do have my sincere condolences. I am sorry if this is a loss that you've experienced, okay? I feel like this person is still with you, and I feel like they want to see you thrive. They want to see you take advantage of this opportunity and on whatever this Ace of Pentacles is, this resource, the keys that you've been given. They want to see you take this and move into your passion and really start performing your magic, right? Spirit's also showing me sunflowers. I don't know if if the symbol of the sunflower or if it's just kind of supposed to mean a garden or something in the backyard that is meaningful to you, right? But I'm getting a lot of sunflower energy and images. Again, one of these details that I think Spirit brings through as a way of validating the energy that we're in. Yeah. So the Ace of Swords, this is that final kind of confidence, the decision, the resolution of all of these doubts, right? And the feelings, all of this stuff kind of just coming together into that one moment where you lift yourself out of this and you start going forward. So we've got a lot of aces today. Now, I wonder if maybe the mystery card is going to be the Ace of Cups. We got 3 aces, right? So this is a new beginning for you in almost every way. It's not something, now maybe there's a reason why we don't have the Ace of Cups, because we're not trying to really start over emotionally. We're still very much going to take this energy with us into the future, the connection, the emotions, the grief even. And with the idea of the aces here, we kind of have like the idea of time periods, year after year after year, right? Because the aces sometimes mean like a 12-month period, yeah. And one of the things I like to say about grief is that it feels sometimes like the first year is the worst, but I don't believe that to be true. I kind of think the second year is the worst. And my wife, she does tea leaf readings at Ula Tea Leaf Readings here on YouTube. She has great, wonderful, amazing, marvelous readings. We were talking about this yesterday, and she pointed out that with the internet and with social media and with the fast-paced life that we all lead, the process of grief is kind of a lot faster now. And what I mean is the first year seems like it's the most difficult for us who are suffering, right? But that's the year that our friends, our family, our support system, they are activated. And they are there for us. They're bringing us food. They're calling us on the phone all the time. They're checking in with us. They're there to support us, right? But then after that first year, everybody kind of goes back to their own lives. Everybody gets wrapped up in something else. Or they've found the next person in their life that needs their support, right? So it's almost as if we feel abandoned after that first year. My wife was pointing out that because of social media and the fast-paced life that we live, it really isn't a year and the next year. It's kind of like the first month, everybody's there, and then the next month, everybody's gone, on to the next thing, right? So we have this idea of stages anyway, whether they're fast or slow. And I kind of feel like with the aces that we see, it's a reminder that that we're not going to just suddenly one day be okay. That maybe we don't want an Ace of Cups, because then it's just like, oh, okay, the first year or the first month is over, and now everything is fine. Everything's back to normal, and we're starting fresh. We're starting brand new, right? I don't think that's the case. That's why I don't believe this is going to be the Ace of Cups, because I feel like this is going to be a feeling that stays with you for a long time. Even as you move into these other stages of your life, your career, your development, your energy, moving into your passion and your magic, you're still going to be kind of, these feelings are still going to be attached to you. This is not something that just goes away. Even though everybody else in your support system kind of gets on with their life, it seems like one day everybody's checking in on you, and the next day everybody's off doing their own thing, right? So I think with that, it's important that you reach out to other people and you make sure that you are proactive in in maintaining relationships and getting out there and doing new things and living and making connections and living life. Yeah. So it's important, like I was saying, to get out of the Seven of Cups and having the confidence that you know when the time is right to do that. Okay, so anyway, the next card we see is that Lust or Strength card. I feel like Spirit's also showing me a lot of cats, and it's typical with this Leo energy, with this Lust or Strength card. There's always a lot of cats that come through with that card. But I feel like this is you following your passion. And maybe your passion has something to do with animals. Maybe this is something creative, something artistic. This is you using this opportunity to pursue your passion in life. See where it goes. Commit to it. Build it into something. Yeah. And that's that. And I think this is where, with the Ace of Swords, we're making that decision to do it, to be all in, to commit ourselves to this, right? And see what we can create with that. See what that will become. See what we can, grow that into. All right. Okay, mystery card. Let's take a look at this now. We have our Chariot card here. For the mystery card, I don't believe it's going to be it might be the Six of Cups. It's not going to be the Ace, but it might be the Six. It might be the Empress energy. Okay. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Well, it's a Two of Pentacles. This is good. This is telling me that you are choosing to be proactive, that you are out there. Some days are going to be good days, some days are going to be bad days, but you're out there making moves, taking the next step, right? The first ace we had was the Ace of Pentacles. Now we've got a Two of Pentacles. So you're taking this and you're moving it. You're multiplying it. The one decision becomes two, becomes four, becomes eight, becomes whatever, 16. We're expanding and we're multiplying. We're getting busier and busier. We're doing more and more. It's the idea that we're picking up speed. Yeah. And we might start slow, one step at a time. Eventually we're going to pick up momentum and things are really going to start cranking, And this is very positive, very good energy. I think this is a good confirmation card, the Two of Pentacles. It's not showing anything with the water energy. So I feel like this is still something that you're going to be dealing with for some time. Some days will be good, some days won't be so good. But you're continuing to move forward, and that's the important thing. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link that's either above or below in the video description. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day. Come back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.